Here I would like to present on CDAC's efforts and expertise in HPC to meet the research and development needs of a research community in general and in particularly in India also. So the presentation outline is like recently there has been a national initiative for supercomputing program in India. This has been lately compared to like in Europe, US, and other Asian countries. But the government has lately realized the importance and the thrust required in this area. Then I'll discuss on CDAC activities, evolution and roadmap. Then the indigenous products, technologies and solutions of CDAC, scientific and research, scientific and engineering research areas. Then efforts to develop skilled HPC manpower. Then HPC solutions and services offered by CDAC, and some testimonials, and what are the challenges ahead that we need to take care. So, in the national initiative, the Scientific Advisory Committee has recommended to Prime Minister Office to give a huge thrust to the supercomputing. So, in our next 5-year plan, huge amount has been approved in principle for development of various technologies and capabilities to meet the research needs. So this will see joint collaboration of public as well as private and foreign collaborations. So this is the CDAC portfolio in general. It works in scientific and engineering, strategic sectors like disaster management and so on, health, e-governance, education, power and industrial sector. So these are the various areas in which CDAC is working on. And below is the enabling technologies for these areas. So HPC is there. So this is the foundation of CDAC, and then slowly other technologies also. So the mission of CDAC and HPC is to provide 360-degree HPC solutions and services, to place CDAC as one-stop solution provider for HPC and grid computing. So this is just an evolution of HPC in CDAC. We developed our first supercomputer in 1991. So that was of 1 gigaflop. So this was earlier we used to use Cray systems and for weather forecasting and so on. But due to some technology embargo, so we could not get that system to India. So as a national initiative, CDAC developed its own supercomputer. So this was with 64 CPUs and used transputers. Then a series of Param-based systems were developed, and the recently system was launched in 2008 with 54 teraflops capacity, which was ranked 68 in November 2008. So these are the CDAC activities in HPC. In hardware, it has its own interconnection network. Then it has a software stack for that, and besides, it has software development for compilers, debugging tools, IDEs, and system monitoring and management tools. Then besides, it has in-house scientific and engineering research groups, which works in several domains like bioinformatics, evolutionary computing, seismology, and so on. So just a brief about ParamNet. So this is an interconnect switch, which is being indigenously developed by CDAC. So it's based on Gemini coprocessor, and there is a packet routing switch and a lightweight protocol stack called K-Shipra. So this switch, this NIC card has these components. It has a protocol offload engine in hardware, so which basically offloads the transport layer functionality to this hardware, so that the CPU is unburdened of that. Then it is based on PCIe 4x 8x, and it has 16 MB onboard fast memory, and so on. Then this is the interconnection switch. So it has like 48 ports working at 10 Gbps full duplex, and with aggregate switching throughput of approximate 1 terabits per second, and latency in terms of microsecond, 1 microsecond. So support for large clusters is through multi-staging. Then this is the lightweight software protocol for this. So it supports RDMA-based industry standards like DAPL and OFID. Then this is another hardware from CDAC called Reconfigurable Computing System Card. So it is based on FPGAs, Field Programmable Gate Arrays. And here CDAC through VSDL, it deploys applications onto this card so that they can be accelerated at a much higher pace. So like CDAC has its own bioinformatics sequence deployed on this. So this is Smith-Waterman algorithm, which is giving 240 times the speed up compared to a single CPU. And similarly, there are other applications also deployed onto it. Then this hardware consists of 12 million gates, and it's based on, again, PCI buses. Then the drivers are available for most of the Linux versions. This hardware is placed on 16 nodes on the Param Yuva system also, so on which various algorithms are being ported. And so concept, we have seen that they can replace a sizable amount of cluster. This is another effort by CDAC, like to bring the research community in India in a grid. So this consists of the geographically distributed compute infrastructures, medical systems, and other scientific instruments. So the applications here on the grid, they include disaster management, engineering, collaborative learning, molecular modeling. GMRT is Giant Meter Wave Radio Telescope. It's data processing and analysis. Then cancer biomedical informatics grid. So there is interoperability between Garuna and European grid infrastructure also. So this IGCA provides the access to this to the grid users. Then earlier it was using networks which was of 100 Mbps and so on. So recently now we have moved to fiber-based backbone. So the this is being progressively carried out. Then CDAC has its own resource management portal engine. So this basically provides an in-depth GUI to various applications in different domains. So the main motivation for this was like institutes, labs in which there are research fellows. So they have to spend considerable time in understanding the system and in understanding new models available. So this provides an intuitive, extensive GUI based features, so which allows them the faster learning curve. So hence they can focus more on their research work. So this management engine at the back end uses the scheduler placed on the system. Then there is another product called Onama. So it's a solution for academic institutions. So we have seen that there is a lack of exposure in HPC, in parallel computing in our academic institutions. So because of that, it's very difficult to serve the need of qualified HPC in our research labs. So to enable our students with HPC, we have developed a solution in which we have provided GUI interface to open source available HPC applications in engineering domains, which allows them to use them it in their curriculum. So it consists of a well-selected set of parallel and serial applications and tools across various engineering disciplines. Then these are some of the research areas in CDAC. So in computational fluid dynamics, there are hypersonic flow simulation, 3D Navier-Stokes solutions, heat transfer in Calendria, and so on. So there are many different groups for carrying out research activities in different disciplines. So these are the groups, like evolutionary computing, computational atmospheric sciences, computational chemistry, bioinformatics. Then apart from this, CDAC as a solution provider, we work with various labs to optimize their in-house serial codes, parallelize their codes with MPI, OpenMP, and recently we are implementing their codes on GPGPU also. And apart from this, customization of their codes, say for example in weather codes, we are taking different modules from weather codes and developing couplers for that to suit to our requirements. Then these are the list of applications supported. So here it means that we have seen that labs in India which are using these models, they are not able to run the applications efficiently because they are not being well ported on the system using the right compilers, versions, flags, and so on. So CDAC helps them to efficiently scale these applications. Okay. So this is a CDAC certified HPC professional program. So it has been recently launched. So this is to develop supercomputing manpower in a large way. Excuse me. So in this, a certification exam will be held, which will have 3 parts in it. One is the fundamentals of computing, one is the system knowledge, system administration, and other knowledge. Then one is the application programming and exposure. So this will set as a benchmark for the people, for us to identify them that they are HPC enabled. So this is just a analysis from simplyhired.com, which says that the jobs in the parallel market are growing like this: CUDA jobs, MPI, OpenMP. These are the HPC solutions and services offered by CDAC. So these are based on technology. We provide technology-based solutions, consultancy services, software integration services, facility management, deployment of indigenous technologies, trainings and workshops. So in technology-based solutions, we provide computing facilities and labs, data visualization, computer-aided engineering design and animation, communication and data network, data center design, data storage, scientific and enterprise application. In consultancy services, again, many of the things are repeated. And then design for data centers also is there. Disaster recovery and business continuity planning. Then we provide software integration services for heterogeneous computing and communication, data storage and data backup solutions, communication and data network, and security solutions. In terms of facility management, we provide resident engineer support. So this is like for a period of 1 to 3 years. So that engineer helps them, helps the site with different HPC activities. And once they develop the in-house capability, so the engineer moves on. So we regularly conduct trainings and workshops and hold symposiums to proliferate HPC in the country. So these are some of the testimonials. So like with Russia, India had worked on CFD for education and for some research. Then this is the study of monsoon for like 100 years simulation was carried out on Param based system by Indian Institute of Science based in India. So these are some of the like solutions provided by CDAC to different labs in India. So this lab is for weather forecasting. So this is National Center for Medium Range Weather Forecast. So we have been providing them the HPC infrastructure solution as well as applications development and execution support and trainings. So similarly, there's a space applications lab. Then there's again a lab for meteorology. This is a university with various domains in it, like molecular dynamics, bioinformatics, and so on. So like while providing the solution, we see the user's requirement in terms of their applications, and we choose the right kind of hardware infrastructure for them, and give the and do the deployment also. So these are just a small list of the HPC clients of CDAC in India. These are some of our foreign collaborations. So like under bilateral program, India provides HPC infrastructure and 2 to 3 years of handholding to develop HPC expertise. Then of course we are working on these areas to enable us provide better solution and develop better technologies so that we can meet the research and development requirements.